So let us continue. Um, Sixth one, subject, verb, object, and an adverb. So we are making affirmative sentences with these patterns, with these structures. He plays cricket regularly. He plays cricket regularly. I wrote a poem yesterday. I wrote verb a poem yesterday. Students have written the essay properly. Students, subject, have written verb, a finite verb, and the essay, object, and elongation properly, adverb. So you must train your dog properly. So you must train your dog properly. You is subject, must train, verb, and your dog, object, properly, adverb. So you can see that everywhere it is the same structure. And there is subject, he, then plays, verb, and cricket, object, regularly, adverb. So like that you can make your own sentences in this manner. The only thing is that you must have the basic vocabulary of different parts of speech, right? So this brings us to the next structure, that is subject, verb, object, and adjective. We are making affirmative sentences, right? So Jyoti makes her friends happy. Jyoti makes her friends happy, and the noise drove him mad. The noise drove him mad. The noise drove him mad. Adjective. Corona has made Sonu famous. Corona has made Sonu famous. So I hope you are following. He painted the wall blue. He painted the wall blue. So we found the house empty. We found the house empty. So I hope this is quite clear to you. Let us continue. The eighth one, subject, verb, object, and object, affirmative. My father gave me a gift. My father gave me a gift. So my father, subject, gave, verb, then me, object, a gift, object. So you can see that the verb is finite verb is being followed by two objects. They are noun or pronoun in the beginning, pronoun, and then a noun there. So your mom tells you stories. Your mom, subject, tells, verb, you, first object, and stories, second object. Okay, so our school teaches us many good habits. Our school, subject, teaches us, teaches, verb, and us, object, first, and many stories, many good habits, sorry, second object. So in this manner you can continue. My parents bought me a new cycle. My parents, subject, bought, verb, me, a first object, a new cycle, second object. So in this manner you can practice and make sentences in the beginning with these verbs, then you can use the verb of your choice. Okay, so this brings us to negative sentence. Just now we have seen affirmative sentences, different possibilities and possible structures in affirmatives. Now let us go to the negative sentences. So negatives are formed by using not, often with helping verbs. all the above structures can be used to make negative sentences. Okay, let us come to the first negative sentence of, and the structure is subject, helping verb, not, and main verb. Negative sentence. First example, first structure, this. So example, Ramesh does not wash his hands after work. So Ramesh does not wash. Is that clear? Ramesh does not wash. Then elaboration of the sentence. His hands with after work. So then second one is Mr. Amar. Mr. Amar did not come for the meeting. Mr. Amar did not come for the meeting. Elaboration. So why have we taken does in the first example and did in the second? Can we take other helping verbs? So just think about it and let us continue. Now, second one, subject, have, not, main verb, object. Subject, helping verb, not, main verb, object. Example. First, my friend will not say this again. My friend will not say this again. We may not get this book in Korea. COVID-19 has not affected this part of the town. So the first example, my friend, subject, will, helping verb, not, then say, main verb, this, object, again, elaboration, adverb. So we, subject, may, helping verb, not, get, main verb, this book, object, where we will not get, place, so incorrect. COVID-19 has not affected this part of the town. Yes. So you see, we are not restricted to just do or does. We are not restricted to just do or does. We can use will, may, might, shall, should, can, could, had, has. All these can be used to fit into this structure. Using these helping verbs, we can do it. Right? So we can use any combination to make negatives. Then third of negative is subject verb not plus adverb. So negatives, we are continuing. Example, my friend is not at his study. My friend, subject, is not at his study. Where? At his study. My friend is not at his study. My friend is not at his study. So I am not at home. Second one is I am not at home. Then we are not in a mess. We are not in a mess. Right? So the curd was not on the table. Mom, you told me that the curd is on the table, but when I went in the kitchen and I found that there was no curd on the table. So the curd was not on the table. So in this type of sentence, you have to use forms of verb be. Secondly, you have to take a preposition. Here you have taken is, at, in, on. So preposition plus adverb. So at his study, at home. So in a mess on the table. So like that you have to use. I hope you are understanding these structures well, and you can identify these structures when you come across while reading your textbooks. We will be continuing in the next one, right?